Alrighty. So our next match was the Swerve and Ospreay match versus the Bucks. So for this one, the stipulation was that if the Bucks won, then Swerve and Will would not be able to challenge for a world title shot for a year. And if the Bucks lost, they would lose their EVP status, within the company.
Yeah.
I'm interested in how that works, but okay. So, for this one, Swerve and Ospreay didn't end up winning the match. Everybody went for their team except for DJF that went for the Bucks. Now, in all honesty, I actually did not mind this match. Maybe because the Bucks lost, but I thought the intros were a bit too long. Just,
Yeah,
oh
they're
my
very
God.
dry. The Young Bucks showed up on the boat thing, wasn't it? And it was like just crawling, and even Osprey was all like,
Come on, bro. That's taking too long, bro. We gotta jump off the rope soon, bro. I'm getting crazy here. I gotta do stupid spots, bro.
I'm getting the trippy shit withdrawals, bro.
So just a few notes here. Osprey started hulking up against Matt Jackson. The long sequence of the Bucks doing kicks. And Swerve and Osprey ended up slamming both of them down. They hit the Bucks with the hidden blade and the house call. They did double styles clashes. The Bucks ended up kicking out. Nana got super kicked. I forgot about that. Osprey accidentally hit Swerve with the hidden blade, and think, conflict or something.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't go. I was like, oh, don't do this, guys. I'm glad they didn't go there. They squashed that quickly.
And while Osprey was kind of like incapacitated, I guess Swerve ended up taking some hits for Osprey from the Bucks, and then Swerve and Osprey hit the Buck. Was it the Wait, the what? No, yeah, they hit the Bucks with the house call and the hidden blade at the same time, which allowed those two to win the match.
Yeah, that was because I can't tell them apart. So it was one of them. It was either Matt or Nick. They got grabbed and stuff, and he took both the house call and hidden blade at the exact same time, while the other Buck was like, out of commission.
Now, here's my question, real quick. Would you call that move the hidden house or the house blade?
I like the house blade. I like house blade.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just had to ask. I'm sorry.
I think for this match, like I said, I didn't mind it so much, and maybe because the Bucks actually lost. But with this type of stipulation, it's sort of like what like what Jack was saying earlier. Like it could, I guess it could have gone either way, but the prediction was these two would not be able to do a title run, ask for a title run, and unless they're leaving for a while, which I doubt, and people like these two. You actually think that they would let them lose and not be able to get a title shot? So that's why I kind of went for them, in the predictions because I said I just couldn't see them losing based on that stipulation alone.
Mm. For me, I like the match, and I especially like the combination of like the house call and hidden blade things here and there. That wasn't terribly too long. I mean, they did have the typical Young Bucks super kick fest, but they always fucking do that. But it wasn't terribly too long.
Well, at least there were no exploding shoes.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm glad they stopped with the stupid bullshit with the pumping the shoes up before doing a super kick.
It felt and Wendy can vouch for me on this. This match felt like a Sentai fight. 100%.
Fight.
It felt like a Kamen Rider versus Kamen Rider fight. It just needed the whoosh, 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 and then like the explosion when they turn and just like wah in the background. It was like so. I see what Cornette says about their fighting of like, oh, it's so choreographed. It is very much, but it is entertaining for what it is. But I do think I will say Ospreay, and to their credit, Ospreay and Swerve have good chemistry in the ring. I don't know what they're gonna do with that, but I do think they have good chemistry.
They gotta go after the her syndicate, damn it.
I liked how they had the thing with their cooperate. How they were like not on the same page at the beginning, but as the match went on, they started to work better together. So I think that was, and I kind of like that too. So even I was thinking, well, why not make them a tag team? I mean, gotta give them something to do.
Yeah. Your thoughts, Johnny?
Kind of liked the match, but I wasn't thrilled about it at the same time because I personally thought that they were trying to give the Young Bucks way too much credit. They were trying to make them look good as wrestlers because there is no way in hell, there's no reason why Swerve and Will Ospreay took that much damage from the Young Bucks.
Thank you. I was thinking that too, because I was thinking about that too, because I'm like, these guys, okay, the Young Bucks 7 years ago, sure, they would be able to hold their own. They'd probably outmaneuver Ospreay and Swerve, but Bucks now, after how many surgeries and how long they've been gone, no. I 100% agree with Johnny. You're right. Absolutely. I didn't even think about that.
But not only that, but let's just be honest, the Young Bucks are not the greatest wrestlers in the world. I mean, in comparison to real talented wrestlers like Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay, you're still thinking, damn, why are they taking such a bad beating from the Young Bucks? Like it shouldn't cost them that much trouble for them to beat the Young Bucks.
Mhm.
I mean, but I think that they kind of did it in a way just so that the match could be kind of interesting in a way, but there were many times that I was like fucking worried, like, oh my fucking God, the Young Bucks better not win the match because there's so many times in the match that I was thinking, oh shit, they're gonna win. They're gonna fucking win the match. And freaking Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland, they're gonna lose so bad, and it's just gonna be so embarrassing. So I was glad that at the end, despite all that, they were still able to beat the Young Bucks, which I'm glad they did. And it's just my whole dilemma was that the match was a little too long and they were trying to make the Young Bucks look credible as wrestlers. That's the only part that got me a little puzzled.
Mm.
The aftermath to that on Dynamite is that they had their match or whatever. They were trying to find where their room was. They were like in a boiler room kind of office type thing. They marked off EVPs on their little sign, and even with their intro video, there's like Matt and Nick, and they were showing scenes of them being beat by Will and Swerve, I believe.
Yeah,
And also yeah. No, the house bleed, yeah.
Mhm.
And then you had the announcer that was like, how was he? I mean, even he was like, you're not respecting us by doing that now, but he just was grinning like
And like the intro now had like just like EVPs with the little cigarette no smoking thing through,
yeah,
or just
and even
junk box in a very simple font.
the font is like Comic Sans or something. It's like
Yeah, and then during the match also, because they got so used to that when they do their combined super kick, whatever, they always be like EVP and then do it. And here they're about to do it, they just kind of like, oh fuck, we're not EVPs anymore, whatever. And they got distracted a bit by that. They still won in the end, though, I think, didn't they?
oh,
But
I don't remember. But anyway, and here's something else they had to do too, because in the other one they were talking, they had their limo or whatever, and Swerve used a crane to mess it up, and they was like, "Oh no, we're financially ruined," and they use company funds to pay for it. So for the matchup, on Dynamite, they're riding around in like a Nissan or something, and yeah, no more limo.
yep.
So I don't understand how this company works. How they get stripped of their EVP titles just because they lose a match. Did Tony fully agree to this? But then again, we don't know who's running the
What
company
he feared for
anyway.
his life.
From the
They just sent Tony Storm in front of him. He's like, okay, I'll do
Oh
it.
no! And they let her
Get
read
the scary
her.
girl with the scary.
No, they let her read her. No. They sent Tony Storm to read her erotic Wendy Richter fan fiction, and that's enough to make Tony be like, "Okay, I'm sorry. I'll do what you say. I fear for my life." Okay, I'm done. I don't know. It's just weird. The whole thing's weird.